Last night was supposed to be the night my brother came out to my parents. He's made many attempts to tell my mom and dad that he's gay, but he always pulled out at the last minute because of anxiety. I got used to inviting him for drinks afterwards and toasting to the next time. Well, the next time was yesterday. Like all the other times, my brother wanted me to be with him for the big moment. Cut to us hanging out with our parents at their house. It was like Groundhog Day for me. All the same things were happening that usually happened whenever my brother was preparing to break the news to our parents about his sexuality. He would go ham on the wine. He would spend ages in the bathroom. He would stare at the same framed family photo of us from a million years ago, and then comment on how long his hair used to be back then. And then, the inevitable now or never look would appear on my brother's face before he would finally tell our parents that he had something to tell them. At that point my brother would nod like he's listening to his speech in his head, but by the time my brother opened his mouth, he would totally avoid talking about his sexuality and decide to tell my parents something random about me instead. Like my new tattoo. Or my new roommate. Or, like he did last night, tell my parents that I was gay. My mom and dad's jaws dropped. I looked at my brother like, what the fudge, bro? My mom wasted no time bombarding me with uncomfortable questions. Like, how gay am I? Does sitting hurt? Do I call other men honey, or baby, etc.? I asked my mom if she forgot that I had a girlfriend. A whole fucking girlfriend. My mom asked if my GF was the skinny girl who hated her lasagna. I said hate was a strong word, but yeah. My mom, who seemed to be on the verge of losing her shit on behalf of all people who've been manipulated or cheated on, asked if my GF knew that I was gay or if I was sharing my butt with other men behind her back. I begged my mom to never use the words sharing and butt in the same sentence ever again and made it as clear as possible that my GF knew that I was straight, which I have always been. Meanwhile, my brother was low-key having a panic attack in the background, but none of us noticed at first because everyone's attention was on me thanks to him. My dad, who was slurping up noodles in the middle of this madness, unexpectedly entered the chat and asked my brother if he was feeling okay. My brother brushed it off as nothing more than a mild panic attack, but the "I think I'm fudging dying" expression he had on his face made it obvious to all of us that he was struggling. My mom gave me the unmistakable "See what you did" look before ignoring me and focusing on my brother. She knew exactly what to do to get my brother to calm down, starting with breathing exercises. My dad teamed up with my mom and managed to keep my brother distracted with stories from his past that he knew would make my brother laugh. My dad's friends gave him the nickname, Clint, as an inside joke. The N in Clint is supposed to be silent. What my parents were doing was working. My brother was beginning to breathe better thanks to our mom and laugh louder thanks to our dad. I was worried about my brother during his panic attack, but I was also struggling to make sense of how we got where we were. While my dad was reminding everyone why people called him Clint, I wondered why did my brother make me look like the gay one? Did he use me to see how our parents would react? Did he expect me to be like, "You do have a gay son, mom and dad, but it ain't me"? And if I did react that way, was he secretly hoping for that reaction so that he wouldn't have to say the thing that he was struggling to say for years? My brain was in pain. I had so many questions. My mom insisted that my brother follow her to his old room so that he could get some rest. My brother disappeared with my mom without referencing the fact that he lied about me. I didn't understand what was happening anymore. My dad, aka Clint with the silent N, checked if my mom was really gone, and then he made me promise never to share what he was about to tell me with anyone. I sighed. Nothing good was gonna come out of my dad's mouth. I could sense it. My dad informed me that my mom's ex-BF, a person who she believed might have been the one, prior to meeting my father, was hooking up with another guy while she was too head over heels in love to realize that her Romeo preferred a Julian, not a Juliet. My dad said it broke my mom when she found out what was happening, and then he had to pick up the pieces until she learned to trust him and show him the love and appreciation that he never stopped showing her. I said I was nothing like my mom's gay ex-BF because, like I've been saying repeatedly, I was not fudging gay. My dad said he just wanted to make sure I understood that mom didn't get upset at me because I was gay or whatever. She got upset because she didn't want me to drag my GF through the same shit she had to go through when she was dating a closeted gay guy. I said I got it. Mom mad because gay son with GF triggered mom's trauma. But again, not gay. My dad explained to me how exploring my sexuality was not only normal at my age, but also necessary. He said what my brother did was out of line and that no one should be outed like that in front of anyone. But now that the cat was out of the closet, I should embrace it because the alternative would be living the rest of my life lying to myself. I could tell I was not getting through to my dad. He heard I was gay and it stuck. He even said he was not surprised because he's seen some pictures of me posing with naked guys. My dad was referring to pictures of me at Burning Man. For the record, no one in the photos were naked. Not completely. It was Burning Man. Everyone was dressed like Mad Max meets Pornhub. I did the classic, "Oh, look at the time," and said I was gonna call it a night. My dad hugged me and said he loved me. My mom reappeared to greet me at the door. She said she gave my brother something to help him sleep. She also said that he made her understand that he was only joking about the gay thing, and that his panic attack got triggered because he never expected that his so-called joke would feel so overwhelming. She apologized for the way she reacted and hugged me. My dad made it a group hug and asked if it was called Burning Man because the naked men were burning to be with each other. It was an obvious dad joke moment, and most likely his way of making fun of the serious conversation he ambushed me with. Apologies accepted. I said I was gonna go home to my GF now and awkwardly waved goodbye. I'm expecting to hear from my brother as soon as he recovers from the drug-induced coma our mom put him in.